The best station rocking the nation. We are GTR, Ghana Talks Radio. GTR News. The news others choose. We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Today is the 1st of April 2022, and I'm wishing you a fruitful month and welcoming you to the afternoon news on Ghana Talks Radio. My name is Sandra Asante. Top stories. President Akufo-Addo signed E-levy bill into law. Citizens lament. Police find 5 fetuses at the home of U.S. anti-abortion activist. Dozens killed amid fresh fighting in Sudan's Darfur. There's some more stories after the break.
We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
You're most welcome back from the break to a first story. Editor of the Fourth Estate, Manasseh Azure says President Akufo-Addo has become an epitome of hopelessness in the country. According to him, the president has disappointed the hundreds of Ghanaians who reposed confidence in him ahead of the 2016 general elections. Reacting to the president's recent State of the Nation's address on Upfront on Thursday, the award-winning journalist indicated that Akufo-Addo's speech on Wednesday was underwhelming. Touching on the current state of Ghanaian youth, Mr. Azure added that given the current state of the country, many young people would not shy away from packing out of the country if an opportunity is presented to them. He further imitated that young people in Ghana have lost hope in hard work due to how people with merit are not able to excel in their endeavors unless they have some ties and allegiances to those other him of others.
If any state of the nation address meet my expectation, it isn't what Mr. Akufo-Addo delivered, because he's come to represent hopelessness, in my view. I used to be one of those who cheered him most whenever he wanted to speak, but these days I struggle to tolerate him when he's speaking. To put it in a better way, I find it difficult to listen to the president when he speaks, because some of the things he said he would do and the things that gave some of us hope are things that we have not seen. It keeps getting worse. And I was telling someone this afternoon that if you find an aircraft landing at the Kotoka International Airport and promising to take young people to Ukraine, there will be a stampede to board.
GTR News.
The politicians talk about policy A or policy B, but from where I sit, I have come to realize that a lot of those policies are often used to siphon money, and it is done in the name of the youth. And when the project is over, you don't see any benefit. We spent hundreds of millions that we're going to train the youth to do ICT, laptop repairs, and whatever. Today, go around and ask how many of those RLG shops function beyond the year those programs closed. The Youth Employment Program, we spent billions on it. It ended up going into private pockets and building very shady businesses, as we know. So some of these things, they mention figures, they mention all of that, but the reality on the ground is the average young person is struggling. And what even has been most Raymond is that there are some young people who have decided to go into business. And when you hear from them, you find a very young person. There's a young entrepreneur I know who had to get a contract. And there was some other young person who is in politics who wanted to link him up. And this person was demanding 60% of the contract sum. And he said no, there was no way he could do it. So you find this enterprising young man who
GTR News.
Another
The
young
news
man
others
who is very
choose.
idle, but
To our next year, Ghanaians may soon have to pay for consultation services at retail pharmacies across the country. Stakeholders are discussing plans to develop a policy around charges of services such as counseling, dispensing, among others. The Ghana National Chamber of Pharmacy revealed this consultation fee policy is expected to take effect from April 30th, 2022. In a press statement, the GNCOP's national executive explained that the chamber will soon require pharmacists in retail pharmacies to provide proof of professional liability insurance for services they render on behalf of member companies, as well as proof for their tax obligations to the state as professionals. The statement also highlighted some important matters of national importance to its members. These include expensive and stressful processes that the GNCOP goes through in transacting business with public institutions. However, they propose that standard tender document and charges are discussed for a uniform and fee to be adapted. It's exactly a week. 5 armed robbers with pistol and AK-47 assaulted rifles, attack and shot, killing 45-year-old illegal miner Charles Nkrumah at Diaso near Diaso in the Upper Denchira West District of the Central Region. Confirming the incident in an interview, the District Police Commander in the Upper Denchira West, ASP Ernest Ajekum, narrated how the incident happened. This is what he has to say.
GTR News.
22nd March 2022. Over say anopa no nsianefa. Ni nya ne tie se amrantie bi ko pe good wo modaso wan so modaso ne Diaso kwan so na omo wie ya omo ba no ya na obo ayi bi o ha e frɛ no black. That is concentrate. And they are not good no. Na for a room for you to share so. A quadri free almost some. Na tia inya and say sa cromfui no more independent. Imun 9 and na ikuta 2. Na bra omukudru no omu ebo abrantie ba kwa friend no.
GTR News.
Charles Nkrumah di fie be se aduananum etu ma ofrimu wo atoyemu ho a the police for tumrika ko ho ko ensuna nkrofo no omuko ti de sese yesi edi funu no bekwa kokra no na hwehwemu no yeguso ye se ensabeka akrofo no.
We any asamu aprospenia or Upper Denchira West Mainstream at the Atijafa good near Charles Nkrumah Amrobes Ekoboni to Ekum no and all the Ahonsen and money because ready any edition we say Chileano
GTR News. The news others choose.
Still on local stories, Minority Leader in Parliament Haruna Idrisu says he is scared for the lives of members of Parliament and his wing who were reported absent on Tuesday by the Clerk of Parliament Cyril Kwabena Insia. This comes after the General Secretary of the Opposition, NDC Johnson Asiadu Nketia, accused the Clerk of Parliament Cyril Kwabena Insia for tampering with vital evidence to be used by the minority in challenging the one-sided approval of the E-levy bill. Mr. Asiadu Nketia urged that the clerk who keeps possession of the true records of the House deliberately mark about 8 NDC MPs as absent in despite of the said MPs being present in the chamber. Speaking on the floor of Parliament on Thursday, Mr. Idrisu explained that the false absence of MPs has endangered their lives as their constituents may feel betrayed by them for not standing with them in this matter due to the media reports.
Corrected. For the first time, as I see it, I want to be corrected. At least the other paper of Wednesday, 30th March. Mr. Speaker, I want to walk it against standing order 53 for the record. Standing order 53 again, so we are raising it. Order 53 says the business for each sitting of the day as decided by the business committee shall be set out in the order paper. This is the order paper. And shall whenever possible be transacted in the following order. Prayers, oaths addressed by the president, messages from the president, formal communication by the speaker. Then it goes on, Mr. Speaker, to item H, 53(1)H. correction of rules and procedures. Yesterday, conspicuously lost on this other paper is the correction of rules and procedures.
GTR News.
It cannot be mere coincidence. And Mr. Speaker, I feel we take strong objection because the political fortunes of my colleagues who have mistakenly been misreported as absent. Ghana Web is reporting 8 NDC minority MPs absent themselves from E-levy. We are endangering even their lives to constituents who may feel betrayed by them of not standing to stand with them in their objection to this matter. So, Mr. Speaker, we think that the clerk and the clerk at table owe us an apology or an explanation as a caucus, and in particular to the individual MPs affected, because if we don't respond to this,
GTR News. The news others choose.
the decline of
To some business story, Ghana has received 44.7 million euros grant as part of the Agriculture Water Management Project, that is AWMP, to build and rehabilitate a total of 35 irrigation schemes in northern Ghana. The project will support the expansion of irrigated agriculture in northern Ghana, covering 11 districts in the Upper West region and 1 district in the Northeast region. It will be implemented by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture (MOFA) and the Ghana Irrigation Development Authority (GTR) to stimulate green and inclusive growth, reduce inequities, and improve Ghana's food security. It is being funded by the Agency Française de Développement (AFD) and the European Union. The agreement was signed by Ken Ofori-Atta, the Minister of Finance, on behalf of government, Mr. Akufo-Addo, the country's director of AFD, and co-signed by Ms. Juta Aripilanian, the European Commissioner for International Partnership, Madame Annie Sophie F., the French ambassador to Ghana, Dr. Awusu Afriyako, the Minister of Agriculture, and Mr. Echad Razeli, the AU ambassador to Ghana, all witnessed the signing. Mr. Ofori-Atta, who commended all the partners, said the project will support the expansion of irrigated agriculture in northern Ghana, covering 11 districts in the Upper West region and 1 district in the Northeast region. Information reaching us has revealed that President Akufo-Addo has signed the E-levy bill into law. Speaking exclusively in an interview with Minister of Information Kojo Opon-Nkrumah, confirmed that the President assented to the bill on Thursday, March 31st, 2022. As a result, the bill, which was passed by Parliament on Tuesday, has now become a binding law which will be operationalized as a revenue measure across the country. Meanwhile, the Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has hinted that the implementation of the E-levy may commence in May 2022. According to him, Ghana Revenue Authority (GRA) will have all the systems in place for the operationalization of the levy by then. However, citizens lament on the implications of the E-levy.
Some customers have been here to withdraw all their money. If it continues this way, our businesses may collapse.
People prefer transacting electronically when buying. They refuse to add charges too.
Now we get to a phone, so now we can offer charges into so far. We go on person or the toso into SNA, Okasa one Jin Sobeko. Now marketing so yet air coffee.
From levy street.
Told a boy of mine on that you would have war mine. This is a petrol, can't wait to my every Monday to be a fool.
With the constant info prices, E-levy is not a good move.
And
what the charges will be used for, we would not accept its passage.
GTR News. GTR News.
I'm sure the E-levy will not be used for its intended purpose. Drivers paid 1 cedi levy to the Tema oil refinery, but the refinery has not been recovered for years.
GTR News. GTR News.
The government knows best. Let us comply with them.
GTR News. The news others choose.
You're still tuning to the afternoon news. On international front. 5 fetuses had been discovered in the Washington home reportedly belonging to an anti-abortion activist. Police says Lorraine Handy, 28, is the leader of the Progressive Anti-Abortion Uprising, the PAAU group, and describes herself as a Catholic anarchist. Police said that they were investigating a potential biohazard material when the fetuses were found. Ms. Handy was separately indicted on Wednesday for forcing entry into an abortion clinic in 2020. She was photographed outside the address on Wednesday as investigators removed items from the basement in bags and coolers. The Ukrainian embassy in Kenya is seeking donations to support the country's war against Russia and save the lives of the affected people. The embassy said the initiative followed many requests it had received from Kenyans keen on donating to the cause. It has opened 2 fundraising bank accounts and an account on M-Pesa, a mobile money transfer system. Latest UN figures show that more than 4 million people have left Ukraine since Russia's invasion on 24th of February. Kenya was among 141 countries that voted in favor of a UN resolution that condemned Russia's invasion of Ukraine. We move to Nigeria, and 5 more bodies of the victims of a boat accident involving women and children fleeing armed gang violence in central Nigeria have been found. The head of the Niger State Emergency Agency, Ahmed Ibrahim Igna, told the BBC the bodies of the 4 children and 1 man were found on Thursday. Now, the total of 13 people have been confirmed dead in the boat tragedy. 10 of them are children. Their burials have kept place. The victims from the village of the Gaugoko in Niger State were fleeing a deadly attack by gunmen on their community in Tuesday. Also, their boat then capsized on the major river. Some managed to escape. Officials says the boat carrying dozens of people was weak and overloaded. Dozens of people have been killed and hundreds others injured in renewed ethnic clashes between the Razigat and the Falata community in the Sudan's Darfur region. The fighting broke out on Tuesday, reportedly following the killing of a lieutenant of the Parliamentary Rapid Support Force, an ethnic Razigat, by unknown gunmen. Those killed in the clashes, which is said to have continued up to Thursday, include women and children. The security body said security forces had been deployed to contain the situation. To some entertainment story, police were ready to arrest Will Smith at the Oscars after the actor slapped comedian Chris Rock on stage, the ceremony producer had said. In his first interview since Sunday's event, Will Parker said officers asked Rock if he wanted them to take action, but the star was very dismissive of that offer. Smith has apologized for striking Rock over a joke about wife Jada Pinkett. This is what happened at the Oscars.
Oh, wow. Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked out of me. Nick. Wow, dude.
GTR News.
It was
GTR
a G.I.
News.
Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees. Art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said.
Yes, he did apologize. This is where I also end the afternoon news on Ghana Talks Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in to You can log on to our website, www.ghanatalksradio.com, for more news update. My name is Sandra Asante. Stay tuned for the Sport Tidbit. Enjoy your new month.
GTR News. The news others choose.